All right. We did it again, folks. We made it. The week was good. The week was good. Yeah. So, should we dive right into it, Dan? Okay, we're talking statistics today, folks. So, King County month supply of inventory is at zero point 0.9 months. Um, the market is doing a little bit of a um, slowing down, not much, but just a little bit. The all of the statistics for days on market are starting to increase. So whether you're looking at the median or you're looking at the average days on market that a listing stays on before it goes pending or before it gets sold, those are increasing. So, and they have been increasing for a number of weeks now. So 41% of sellers in King County set offer review dates. That's also lower. So sellers are losing a little bit of, confidence that they're going to get sold in that first week with multiple offers. So I always think that that's interesting, because a lot of that information that sellers get is from their listing agent, right? So the agent is their source of the information, whether they should set an offer review date. I usually encourage sellers to do it if they're really super prepared for the market. So for the week of June 18th to June 24th, 49% of sellers did get under contract within the first 7 days. And so that's interesting. That was 49%. Those numbers are softening. Yeah. Yep. And from June 4th to June 17th, 58% got under contract within the first 14 days on the market. So again, both of those numbers are slipping a little. So and I'm seeing a continuing softening over the weeks. They might go up 1 or 2% for one of the numbers, but in general, they're coming down. So anyway, first, no, bottoms not falling out. No, and to be fair, it's still a really strong seller's market. A really strong seller's market. So if you went to put your house on the market, you've got almost a 50% chance it's going to get under contract within the first 7 days. So honestly, you really can't argue with that. That's still a really good seller's market. So Snohomish County month supply of inventory is it's actually back down to zero point 0.7 months. I think that's reflective of the holiday weekend. So not as many people listed their homes this past 7 days. And so that's directly impacted our MSI, this particular number. We've been at zero point 0.9 months for quite a while. So I would expect that that goes back up to zero point 0.9 by next week. So, but again, your median and your average days on market for both your active and your pending listings is increasing. So, and it's fairly dramatic. Actually, I could tell you really quick. So Snohomish days on market average for actives is up to 57 days. So median is 30. And I'm going to go into what the difference between median and average is in just a few minutes. But pendings, so for listings that are actually under contract now, 20 days average on the market for pendings and 7 days median. Well, I'll tell you the median on pendings has been 5 and 6. So that's starting to creep up. So those numbers are going up now on a weekly, biweekly basis. So pretty significant actually when you think about it. Yeah. So that's Snohomish County. So Pierce County is at zero point 0.9 months. So we're all about the same around here. Really similar numbers. Average days on market for actives is 59 down in Pierce County, with the median being 30 for active listings. Dan, it's the Cat and Dan show. You can't just disappear on me. So, all right. And so it looks like only 19% of sellers set offer review dates down in Pierce County. So it's a little bit softer of a market down in Pierce County. So let's see, June 18th to June 24th, 44% went under contract within sellers went under contract within 7 days on the market. So still a pretty good sellers market, really. 44%. That's a big number, really, to be fair, within 7 days. Oh, yes. You have to be 100% ready for the market. You really should be. It's a painful mistake to think that you can start high and then lower your price and come down, because the expectation from buyers is they need to get out and see the house within the first 7 days on the market, or they might miss it. So if you're not 100% ready to roll and priced right, they're going to pass you by. Everybody's looking at the same houses, guys. So you've got, if you've got 30 buyers in the $600,000 price range, those 30 buyers are seeing the homes that are priced in the $600,000 price range. Well, the ones that look the best, they get the offer. You can't make 10 offers in the same week. I mean, you can, but most of them have set offer review dates for the really nice properties, right? So it's a big mistake to miss that window, because once you miss that window, as you've been listening to my numbers here, most of the homes that are going to get sold sell in the first 7 days, right? It's a big number, 44 to what is it, 50%? Almost 50% are getting sold within the first 7 days on the market in all three counties. So you don't want to miss that window. And a lot of those sellers are actually going to get multiple offers, which is huge, because just one other offer is incredible, because between the two offers, you get to pick between two different financing. Maybe one of them's cash, which is amazing, right? Maybe one of them's waived the inspection, or maybe they both want it so bad that they have waived the inspection and they're willing to escalate $50,000 over. Well, that's that's really what you want. you know, you're going to miss that if you're on the market more than 7 days. You're going to miss that opportunity more than likely. So it's windows clean, tracks clean, window tracks cleaned. Please have your window tracks clean. It makes the windows look brand new. Sparkly for the camera. Very important, folks. We want sparkle. So anyway, you gotta, yeah, it helps you be the shiny object, if you will, on the market. So, floors cleaned, whether they're carpets, probably should have those steam cleaned. Replace any flooring that's not in really usable condition. If it's damaged, you probably do need to replace it. Um, so driveways cleaned, right? So pressure washed, decks gently cleaned. The yard manicuring the yard, having a professional come out and do it makes all the difference. You're gonna get, it's gonna be edged. You can have them freshen up the bark. It makes a tremendous difference when you've got your professional photographer out there filming, doing videos and putting together Matterports, which, everybody wants their house to look amazing online. Well, you really want everything to be perfect for the photos, because that's what's going to get the people to your house. So it's the biggest deal. It is. You have to have a good team of photographers. I know you're laughing at me, Dan, but I'm not kidding. I'm serious about that. I'm serious about that shit, Dan. And the staging, listen, the staging piece of it, it's to help buyers imagine how nice the space can look with just a few pieces of artwork and furniture. And so it also distracts, and I wanted to mention this to you last time we talked about staging, but staging also helps detract your eye from, let's say your house was built in 1989 and you've got some dated trim, right? You've got the oak trim, right? Well, that's going to distract your eye. It's going to modernize it by putting in this nice contemporary, flashy interior furnishings with, artwork and throws and modern pillows and area rugs. Area rugs can be a great way to spruce up a room even if it's carpeted. And I've used that as well to help get the home. It makes buyers want to go. They want to come, they want to go see the house if it looks attractive. So, not yet. Blue bathrooms, I'll tell you what, I had a client say, I love the aqua bathroom. So, aqua toilet, aqua sink, aqua tub. And they bought a place down in Tacoma, and she loves that bathroom. It's so cute. I love that. So, you never know. But I don't see the avocado appliances coming back anytime soon. So, do we miss those, Dan? Do you remember those? Don't answer that question. You're gonna date yourself. Yeah. Yes. Memories from childhood. I wish I didn't remember the shag carpeting that you had to rake. Remember raking the shag carpeting? That's just those are days I don't wanna revisit. No, no, exactly. So we can talk about, hey, my daughter and I went down to Aberdeen today, and we called you along the way, and we said, hey, what does it look like if we were to put an offer in on a triplex that we were going down there to take a look at? And folks, this triplex, oh my gosh! So the guy painted it last year before he was going to sell it, and he painted it green. Now, not just any green, mint. The main part of the house was mint, and then it had about a 6 foot foundation exposed that he painted grass green. I mean, he really dived into the green. It's okay, but oh. Anyway, so we get there, and the bottom unit, the ground floor unit's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, and that was the one that was empty, and we could go ahead and take a look at. So we get parked after we went the wrong way on a one-way street. My daughter was, I'll just put it this, my daughter was driving. It wasn't my decision. Although I was on board. I have to tell you, I was actually on board to turn right on there, but it was actually going through Aberdeen coming at you. We had to tuck into a driveway. Oh my God, she about had a heart attack, and so did I. We see all this traffic coming at us, but we're distracted trying to figure out where this little house is. And the multi-green colors on the outside doesn't really look like it does on the MLS. Anyway, so we avert disaster. We get parked, and we go in, and it's kind of nice. But Dan, I've talked to you about duplex, some of the duplexes down there in the Aberdeen area, and they have the wonky floors, right? Because much of Aberdeen was built in the early 1900s, literally like 1900 to 1920. Like there's just a whole bunch of homes down there, and so the floors are really wonky. Like some of them have a little hump in the center, some of them are just a true downhill slope. So this one had some of that, like a combination of all of those. And the ceilings were anyway, yeah, I mean, some the ceilings were high in a good portion of it, but in other areas it were kind of not ideal, not ideal. But anyway, so they've got yeah, so they have the upstairs, the two units upstairs rented for I think it's 18, a little over $1,800 a month. So the downstairs unit is actually three bedroom, one and a half bath, and so feeling like $1,500 a month is not unrealistic for that. And so it would cash flow amazing because it's listed in the mid twos, the mid 200s. So that's kind of affordable. And I think it's positive cash flow, like solidly positive cash flow. Big time positive cash flow because the two units upstairs actually will almost cover the payment or do cover the payment, right? Yeah. So, yeah, so interesting triplex we saw today. Anyway, and then we interviewed uh First, what's it called? First Harbor Property Management. And that was interesting because we wanted to know what the vacancy rates were in the area and if they were having any kind of layover effects of COVID, people not paying the rent due to COVID and stuff, because they did have a fair amount of that during COVID. And she assured us that yes, it was greater than pre-pandemic, but that it wasn't rampant, that people were actually being responsible and paying rent. So anyway, we were concerned about things like that. And then we found out what they charge to do property management down there. It's, one of my clients is actually using them. So I thought it was worth a phone call. So they operate very similarly to the Windermere Property Management that I use in my house in Woodinville. Gotta tell you, that's that's a true story. Yes, it does cover some little bumps in the floor, a little slope here and there. Might be able to overlook that. And the property manager was able to reassure us that the slopes in the floor don't deter renters. So when a person's looking for a place to live, it's not usually a consideration. So that was good to hear because her and I, we don't show renters places to live. So we don't work with renters. We're not sure how those things are perceived. We know how our buyers would perceive that. And buyers are not terribly fond of, you know, significantly sloping floors, but I have seen buyers overlook it. So I guess the same can be said of renters too. They're post and pure foundation. They're post and pure foundation. I mean, it just is due to the age of the home. So, and the knob and tube wiring. I mean, there's going to be some of that. So, yeah, Aberdenians, is that a word? They might not appreciate that. Anyway, what do you call yourself, guys, down there, over there? Uh, oh, it is. Yep. Yeah. Well, you've actually really seen some incredible growth too in multifamily value wise, over the past 10 or 20 years. So, and Pacific County, Grays Harbor County have seen some real significant increases in valuations for rental properties. And a lot of that I think is attributed to people being able to work further from their job so they telecommute essentially. So that has it's made the further outlying areas much more appealing and attractive to whether you're renting or you're buying, right? So the rental market has picked up out there, and just like, it has in Snohomish County, especially, right? Further out. So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, because well, and that's something that you always tell people to watch for, is make sure that there are, that you're connected, right? That you have high speed internet, that your cell service provider you have good cell service at that location. So whether you're renting it out or you're purchasing it to live in, you're going and when you go to sell it, you're going to want to make sure that you can say yes, it has great internet capability. I'll tell you what happened. This is a funny. This is not a funny story, but it's a story. My client moved back out here from. I think he was in Alabama. He moved back out here a little over a year ago. I had to go back to work for Boeing, and we looked at a house. We looked at many houses. We did some virtual tours, and then got him into some places when he came out here for to do a house hunting trip. And we looked at a house out in Warm Beach. Now, Warm Beach is known for its spotty connectivity issues. And but the person we were going to buy this house from, was a realtor, and she knows how important internet is. And he was hired to work remotely, and so we verified that in fact it did have high speed internet access. Well, from the time that she moved out and he got moved up here, the internet company sold the line that was servicing his house to the neighbor. Yes, yes, the internet line to the neighbor. They hooked the neighbor up so he couldn't get it. That happened. That happened this last year. Well, he tried satellite, not a fan. He tried his cell phone service. That didn't work very well. And now he's basically essentially working back at the office again. So he's quite frustrated because, for one thing, it might affect the resaleability of his house in the future, right? Again, we want those modern conveniences, and it was there when she sold it. So that's pretty awful. And he had called to set up service, and they delayed him like 3 weeks. And by the time he did finally end up talking to some other people at that company down the road, he found out what actually happened. They were just literally giving him the runaround, literally putting him off 3 weeks at a time. And eventually, a couple months later, he found out that actually the neighbor ended up getting his line. That's just a shitty story. Whoa. So, realtors doing their due diligence and then being thwarted, dang it. Because I don't want that for my client. I want my client happy. So and now Boeing changed his contract and said he needs to come into the office. So he's really not terribly happy with how that all worked out. So COVID. Oh my goodness. So anyway, yeah, there's that happened. So just because, and this is just word to the wise, I mean, just because the house has internet, it's kind of weird, right? You wouldn't think that could happen. Honestly, how does that happen? How does that company just make that decision when that home sells, that they're going to give the neighbor the line? I don't understand how that can happen. You know what I mean? I know. Happened. Crappy. Yeah. Oh, that's a hard one. Hard pill to swallow. Yeah. But anyway, going back to the whole investment conversation, um, I just, I feel like this is a pretty good time to get into multifamily, because if it pencils at, I mean, where are we at now, Dan? 9%? I mean, I know you can't say, but I feel like for investment properties, we're somewhere teetering between 7.5 and 10. So if you can get no, and but if you can get it to pencil at the higher interest rates, then that only gets better if the interest rates do come down at a certain point. And so to get into an investment property, one, you want it to cash flow, right? So make sure that you can cover all the expenses. So down in Aberdeen, you're going to have to cover water, sewer, garbage. And roughly for 2 or 3 units, that's running roughly $3,000 a year. So that's just baked into the equation. You're going to want a property management firm because renting or being a landlord has become extremely difficult in Washington State, and to be able to abide by all the guidelines that they've given us. So it's really, really smart to hire a management company. So anyway, so there's that. Um, but but if yeah, so I was talking the one I was talking to today, First Harbor, they charge half a month's rent to get it leased. So for the initial lease, and then they charge 10% a month. So that's really good. That's not anything out of the ordinary. They will also handle getting the gutters cleaned. They'll hire somebody who's licensed and bonded, but they'll handle that. They'll schedule that for you. They'll handle getting the roof cleaned and putting that aluminum sulfate on it to keep the moss from growing. So they can do that annually. They'll also schedule for the landscapers to come out just during the months where it's the growing weather, right? And so they'll handle all those tasks for you, which would be routine maintenance tasks. So you don't have to go down there and handle those yourself. So it can make it really, really super easy. And then they handle the collection of rents. And if any notices need to be provided for a service provider taking care of the roof or the landscaping, then they just handle all of that. So, and that's included in their 10%. And then obviously you pay the service provider that they schedule, right? You're paying to have the roof cleaned. So it's a separate charge. But that's essentially the way Windermere Property Management operates in King County, where my office is in Woodinville. So it's a really nice way to go. It keeps me out of the mix. I don't have to really get involved in any part of it that I don't want to. So the management. Yeah, well, it is because, the rules and regulations regarding landlords in Washington state has become quite it's just become hard to comply with all of them, all the rules and regulations when it comes to communicating with the tenant. So I think it's really easy to make a mistake that costs you money. So, so I strongly recommend, yeah, a management company. It makes all the difference. So then, I mean, really, one you're looking to see if it pencils, and you're going to put 20 or 25% down. There's just not going to be any way around that unless you're going to buy it and move into one of the units. Then that's a different kind of a loan. That's just a conventional loan at that point. Owner occupied. So yep. So that's one way you could do it. So somebody could move into that big unit on the ground floor, the triplex we took a look at today. Move into that 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath, and the rents for the upstairs would essentially make the payment. So it's pretty sweet situation. So there's some things that are wrong with it. There's, oh, and back to the investing thing. So, so what you need really as a potential investor is you need the down payment. That's probably the biggest thing, the down payment and the closing costs. But at the, so right, yeah, down payment is what 30, 35, 40,000. I mean, with including closing costs. Well, 50, 40, 50, yeah, 50,000. Mhm, totally. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yep. And it's not just me, but I have other people in my office that have noticed that area. So, but this video is not going to be released, by the way, until we're under contract. Just saying. We're not looking for to create multiple offers for my daughter here. This is a delayed release video. Except for those of you on the live on TikTok. Don't write an offer on that one. Shame on you. Don't even think about it. Oh man. So, oh my gosh. Well, I got over to Kingston Sunday morning and met my daughter. She's holding she's sponsoring a kids corner at the farmers market to entertain the parents' kids, right? The littles. And so she had cornhole set up. She had mini golf. She had coloring. She had free bubbles for everybody. She had free water. She had, oh my gosh, she had so many games and things for the kids to do. Oh, she had a face painter painting all the kids' faces for free. All this for free. For free. So she's paying, it cost her like 500 bucks to sponsor, you know. So, but they gave her a big giant area of the lawn down by the water. So she's way over by the water section at the marina there in Kingston, and so it's obviously it's cooler because it's right next to the water, but it's right there too where they do the outdoor concerts. And she sponsored the concerts for the summer. So she got a big old banner hanging up in the music venue, the stage over the stage. Yeah. So, but so it was a huge hit. 5 hours. She was there from 10 to 3 with her face painter, little gal. And the gal that was face painting did a great job. So cute. So many pictures of little kids' face. She had a line almost the entire time for face painting. A line. So it was a huge hit. We met a bunch of people. I showed up about 11, so I was there an hour after they got going because I had to come over from the other side of the water, wait for ferry and stuff. But yeah, so we did that. And then in the evening, we came back for the concert. Betsy and the Boys is the name of the band that was playing that evening. And they played the song 9 to 5. So it's kind of fun. I did a little video of that, put it out there. Yep, yep, yep. So they're a fun band. It was fun. Yeah, and the kids, kids just get a run around and they throw the football back and forth. And, it's nice and cool by the marina. So even if it's 85 degrees inland, right there at the marina, it's usually in the 70s. So it's even, yeah, the height of the day. So really nice. Yeah. Yeah. So what about you? What'd you do on the 4th, Dan? Yeah. It was kind of perfect. Yeah. 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 Yep. It was wonderful. Yeah. Yep. So that's what we did. July 5th. Summer starts July 5th. Remember that. It's not. So, what I was told when I was at Glacier National Park in Montana, my girlfriend and I, we went up there. I want to say it was like August. It was the beginning of August, right around maybe the 2nd, 3rd through the 9th, something like that. We got there and we camped out at the first night. We went hiking and we backpacked in and slept outside, and so that was interesting, but that was enough of that for me. So the next day we decided we were gonna stop at the lodge and see if we can't get some kind of room, so with a real bed. Anyway, so we do that and they put us in the like next to the boiler. like it's a little room, it was a tiny little room with a couple twin beds in it, literally for overflow guests. So we got the last room that they really didn't want to rent. So we got that. We literally were out that evening and we're shooting pool. So we went to this there's an Indian reservation over there. And we went to this Indian reservation pool. It was like a pool hall, kind of a bar pub kind of situation, and we started playing pool against the guys that were already there. So it was her and I against the two guys to try to win the table, I guess is how that works, right? So they asked, this is a funny story. My girlfriend Monique, she tells it so much better than I do. But so I wasn't going to drink anything unless I could get, I just wanted white tequila. They didn't have it. So I asked for water. And so this comes into play because she went first and then I went second, so then they try to sink a ball and whatever. I don't remember what happened there. Then I ran the table. So I have this thing called beginner's luck. And I'm not joking. I ran the table. They actually physically picked us up and threw us out the front door. They thought we were sharks. They thought we were playing them. They thought I was a good pool player. And I really knew, like, I was, man, what's his name? Minnesota Fats. They thought I was like Minnesota Fats. I could just go. I'm like, heck no, that ain't me. I'm so proud of myself. I ran the table. I really was. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And they were like, oh right, ladies, out. So the reason I'm telling you this story is because we went outside and it was snowing. It literally had started snowing while we were in there. And so the temperature because it was like 85 degrees that day. And the temperature must have dropped from 85 to, you know, 30 something degrees, in the span of a couple of hours. So we ended up going back to the lodge. By the next morning, there was like a foot and a half of snow on the ground in August. It's August, you know. And we got kicked out on our butts when I ran the pool table by accident. Anyway, yeah, there you go. So, hey, you have to tell me what you learned about reverse mortgages today since I couldn't join you. You knew it all, Dan. Oh. Huh? Mhm. Oh, yeah. Huh. Hmm. Yeah. Because then does your balance grow? Is that how that works? Your balance on your loan grows? He disappeared like this on occasion. Oh, you're back. That's nice of you to join us, Dan. Oh, I have to, you know what? I have to end I'm going to get a permanent ban here, I guess. I wonder why it says that. Does not end within 5 minutes. All right, I need to close this out and now. Okay. I don't know. It said something. Wonder why it said I had to close in 5 minutes. Wonder when they issued that. Live has ended. 327 followers, 6 viewers who commented. Yeah, that 175 likes. But I wonder what that comment was. Huh, it said I had to end within 5 minutes. I don't know that I did that. Or face a permanent ban. Huh, I have no idea. Let me see. Huh, that's kind of crazy. Can't figure out where I'm supposed to go here to let's see. I think it's under profile. So I just shut it down really quick. I think I got plenty of good stuff in there, but let's see. Huh. I feel like there's not a I don't feel like there's a minimum or a maximum on there. Creator tools. Let's see. Live Center. That's so weird. But it was like on the screen, it looked like it was somebody who posted it, but I mean, maybe, huh? I'll have to ask Michelle. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Anyway, all right. Well, that's okay. I was done with that anyway. Now it's just you, Dan. Now I'm not. Now I'm not talking to any TikTokers. That's right. It's. Oh, me now I can make this leaded because it's not leaded. Dang it! I need lead in it. I prefer it with lead. Mr. Fat Tuesday, you want to say hi to Dan? Here, come here. I just let's just put you. Let's put you on camera. Here, let's go say hi to Dan. Look, there he is. Here's my. He's MFT. This is MFT for short. There he is. He's like, I got my blue bow on. Oh, we better not put you up here. I got chicken up here. He'll eat my chicken. Oh my gosh. Well, how do you think that went, Dan? You think it went all right? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. It's and I never get through them. You know that? I have all that footage from all our other weeks, and I never get through it all. Like, I get through, like, a 10 or 20-minute section of it, and I'm done. Like, then we're on to the next week, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I have all this footage that I could literally make other clips, and little stories out of and stuff." It's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. It takes time too. I mean, this is not a super quick, simple process because I'm cutting out all my and the and I repeat myself. See, I just did it there. I repeat myself so often in the same sentence. Like, I do. Mhm. Right. 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 There's a lot to it. I mean, there's a heck of a lot to it, you know? Videos. Yeah. Mhm. Right. Right. You Well, it is interesting. Video is just a different, it's just another medium, to connect with people, and it is interesting. It's an interesting medium, you know. I've always just done, paper marketing where you're mailing, to a farm or your past clients. And now some of my clients are actually like videos, so like Vidi and Amanda, they're on TikTok, and so they like some of my stuff when I put it on there. But I'm getting better with documenting. I call it documenting, life documenting. So, for instance, when I came over to the farmers market on Sunday, I went ahead and within probably a half an hour of getting there, I started doing some videos of Michelle's tent set up, with her banners and everything and her play area out there. And so I end up putting that in a video and posting it. And then in the evening, came back to the marina because she lives what, a mile? Not even a mile from the marina. It's great. We just pop in. It's so amazing. So amazing. So we just came back, and they had a beer wine garden, grabbed a glass of wine, and listened to the music, let the kids run wild, and so it's really fun. And again, they started playing nine. I could tell they were going to start playing 9 to 5 because there's a intro to it. So I went ahead and I turned my camera on, and I walked my way around from the side of the stage where we were happened to be standing, and I walked all the way around to the front and just kept videoing the whole time the stage, and caught a pretty good minute and a half of 9 to 5. So, and I posted that, and that did okay. I 2, 3, 400 views, and the same thing with the farmer's market. You never know what somebody's when what people like. Yeah. Well, I've had some with a couple thousand. I've had some that have got more than that, but just recently, the one I did about the cabinets, that blurb about cabinets, that's at I think that's over 2,000 now. Yeah, remember when I went on and on about the plastic cabinets? Sure. All right. I'll be here. Yeah, we're taking liberties, I know. I'm on TikTok, I don't even know what happened, but I got threatened with a lifetime ban if I didn't end my TikTok. I'm like, "What's that about?" Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh. Yes. Yes. Yep. I think it's 12:30. Let me see. Yeah, so it won't be too early. Let me see. 12:30. Uh-huh. Yeah, do you so this here's one. Here, I'll show you this one here. So this one has this little thing here, and you put your cell phone in, like it stretches out like that. See, so and it's attached to this little tripod, and then this all extends out, you know. So and it just see, and then it just folds up like that. But yeah, so yeah, no, and I have one at home. I'm at my daughter's house right now, so I never got home because we ended up going to Aberdeen. Well, I thank God I wasn't gonna try to go home because the traffic coming through Aberdeen from the coast of all these long weekend people that stayed there for the weekend, oh my God, it was just back to back. I mean, it was the biggest line of cars going through Aberdeen. We're like, "Oh, thank God we're going back up the peninsula, to Kingston," 'cause I I don't know what that would've looked like, me trying to go through Tacoma and, oh, that's so ugly. Mhm. I know. Yeah, 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 right? It is harder, yeah, yep. Right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. Well, Michelle was asking because well, this is the deal with, Michelle and her husband, and they're, trying to buy an investment property. If she's on the title, then she can't list the property. She can't list the property. She can buy it, but she can't list it when it comes time to sell it. So she's not on the title. So then her husband will have to qualify on his own, which he probably does. You know, she's done that in the past, but you're not really supposed to be doing stuff like that. So they're trying to do it where they're not quick claiming her off, for obvious reasons. So yeah, so they don't want her company to find out that her husband's name is Michelle Nathan Cook. 'Cause the thing of it is that why wouldn't she want to sell her own properties? Of course she does. I mean, and most brokerages don't have an issue with it. It's just Windermere. Windermere doesn't want us selling our own properties. So what winds up happening is we get a friend of ours in the office to do it for $500, and then we essentially wind up handling it ourselves anyway because, we're the one that knows everything about the property. So, our friend is, getting the offer for us and then we're looking at it, because that's how it works. I mean, that's because you're the seller and you're the seller. And. Hey, you know what it says at the top of my screen? It says stream this to your audience. I'm clicking on that. Oops, what happens here? Log in, log in or create an account to send this stream to your own social accounts. Huh. I don't know how to do that. I wonder. Mhm. Really? Oh, good for you. Look at us live streaming all over the place. We're gonna be famous, Dan. I love this is so low pressure, you know? Like, I'm not worried about what I say, because there's not very many people, but yes, more candid, yeah. Yeah, to release videos, yeah. Handful, both hands. So I think I can sign up for free, and then it says stream this to your audience. I wonder if I should just sign up for that yard stream and see if it lets me do that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Might as well figure out what all the funny little, deals we can do with it are. Mhm. So let me just click on that again. It says log in to create. Okay, it says stream this to your own social accounts: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. Mhm. Huh. Right. It says sign up for free. Oops, can you see me? You probably can't see me now. Oh, you can? Oh, I can't see you because I clicked on the button. Oh, let me see. I'll find you. Here. Let's see. I can do it this way. Oh no, I really did. Here, let me see. Where are you? Feel like maybe that one. No, no. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta close some windows. Hold on. Okay, where is this? Maybe this is you? No, that's Chat GPT. Oh. Huh. Is it? Oh, but it's this one. Here we go. I lost you for a second, Dan. Oh my God. Well, I got some funny stories out there. I hadn't even thought about that one, that running the pool table one, and I don't know. Well, and it was about the freaking snow. And what I was gonna say is I was leading everything was back to about the snow. And what people said in Montana is there's two seasons in Montana. There's July 5th for summer, and then there's the rest of the year, which is winter. And that's what they said to us when it snowed in early August at Glacier National Park. They were playing golf the day before in tank tops. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, yeah, right, 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 right. trying to trying to do the risk management analysis. Yeah. Right. 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 For the hemp. Yeah. In hemp production. Mhm. Mhm. Interesting. So like kind of, yeah, interesting. So that it becomes a resource that you don't have to grow. Or well, you do have to grow it. Huh. Right. Mhm. Right. Yeah. Or real estate. Well, gosh, I hope I didn't get banned from TikTok. That that was oh yeah. Let me see. I could actually see if it'll let me do a live. Okay, let's do that. Live analytics. Okay, let's go back this way. Andy Andy Cohen. Let's see, where's my live button? I keep forgetting how to get to my live. I think it's click that plus. And then oh, I wonder if I did get banned. Huh. I know. That would be kind of crazy. I feel like it's not that one. Is it this one? Maybe it's that one. Oh, I feel like it's this one. Photo upload story, text upload story templates. Huh. I actually don't see the option to do a live on here. I wonder if I got banned. Lifetime ban. What did I do to get lifetime banned? Maybe the story about the Indian reservation. Happy 4th of July, friends. My family. You know what I mean? I wasn't really. I know. I think I might have gotten banned. That didn't take me long. Well, I have to do a screen record. So this was a nice way to get a clean film without a screen record because it just saved it for me under creator tools. But I think I might have gotten banned. Huh. I'll have to have Michelle look at my phone and tell me if I did. Whoops. You would think so. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, and I was yeah, because I mean, I'm just getting started. I hate to get a lifetime ban. That'd be terrible. Shit. Oh well. I think I might have been though, because I used to have the choice on here to do a live. Oh, there it is, live. Oh yeah, no, I haven't been banned. Yeah, yeah, cool. All right. We're not gonna go on again right now. Right. Let's let it rest for a second. I'm too worried about getting banned now. I better watch my conversations with you. I know. I'm not worried about our YouTube. I'm a little worried about my TikTok. I have to, because I don't know what you can say anymore. Can you? I mean, of course, they're Indian reservations, right? I mean, there's no other way to say that. God, I know. Jeez. Anyway, we're gonna get you banned, Dan. Oh my God. Oh, oh my God. Well, it is interesting. The stats are really they're coming, it's coming down. It's interesting. The housing market. It's just gonna get, it's just it's I mean, we've reversed the trend. So the trend was, everything's getting better for sellers, right? And now things are getting it's softening a little bit. You still got like a 50 almost a 50% chance of getting a contract in 7 days. So it's not bad. Well, that's it. We are running out of buyers. I mean, it's there's less of them now, right? That's why those numbers that's why those numbers are going down because there's less buyers making offers. So, and there's so going forward it'll get easier for buyers, which is good because I actually have a couple buyers that, would like things to calm down a little bit. So, if they do, then I might be able to actually get them into something, which would be amazing. Well, and and yeah, but the thing of it is, as long as you can qualify for it and you're okay with the payment, the hope that interest rates will come down in the future, there's always that. Whether they do or not, that's a whole other thing. But you know, I know. Hmm. I know. I know. Right. Right. What else is impacting the market? Right. Yeah, that's still scary. I don't. I heard the other day that China owns or is leasing a lot of our farmland. Have you heard that? Yeah. I don't know I like that. I think I don't like that. I mean, I feel like land in the United States should be owned by I mean, obviously, by you hate to say it, but Americans, right? Because it's our country. And I feel like you we shouldn't be selling off parts of our land to foreign countries. It's just a weird hard to have a conversation like that because, like, I don't, you know, what on earth? Buying up Hawaii. Remember that? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it is, yeah. I mean mhm, mhm. Yeah, well, I think it's interesting because Canada, they had a lot of people buying up in BC, and in Canada up there for years, and they've implemented a 10% foreign tax to dissuade um, out of country investors from purchasing because their citizens are getting priced out of their own market. So I don't know if that's the answer, but I kind of feel like maybe that's not a bad idea to implement something like that. Yeah, it's not. Mm-mm. No, I know. I don't know what the solution is, but I kind of feel like we're teetering on, it's a little dicey. Yes. Yes, we will. All right, Dan, I'm gonna go make myself a leaded drink. Oh, no, you didn't. I keep rattling on. I have a lot of words, Dan. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I love it. Yes, both of us. Okay, so now what do I have to do when I sign out here? So I hit leave the studio, and then I have to do something. I think I have to let it finish loading or downloading or something for the video. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do too. Okay. See you, Dan. Bye. Thanks. Thanks. Bye.